Java, then Beastmaster grind. Oh, I can. I can just edit the title on them. That's nice. So with Restream, it doesn't update last epoch on YouTube because it's not updated yet. But that's fine. Let me see some. We're gonna have to go to pre-code camp. And we left off where? Your other bug occurs if you breakfast. You add a breakfast entry. You add a breakfast entry. Then add a second breakfast entry. You see that the value you added disappeared. Oh really? Ooh, that's not good. This is because you're updating the inner HTML directly, which does not preserve your input content. Change your inner HTML assignment to use the insert adjacent HTML method of target input container. What? Change your inner HTML assignment to use the insert adjacent HTML method of target input. Okay. So this has to go instead of inner HTML. And now it's gonna target. It'll be like, wait, wait. The hell am I doing? It's insert adjacent HTML instead of inner HTML. All right. What? I don't know how to do this. Do not pass any arguments yet. Okay. So just like this. Okay. Now what? The insert adjacent method takes two arguments. Okay. The first argument is a string that specifies the position of the inserted element. The second argument is a string containing the HTML to be inserted. For the first argument, pass the string before end to insert the new element as the child of the input container. For the second argument, pass your HTML string variable. So inside of here, there's going to be two arguments. The first one being before end. And the second one being your HTML string. Do I need to separate it with a comma? Great, now you can add entries without losing your previous inputs. Sick. And what was HTML string? HTML string is label for entry dot value minus what? Oh wait, no. It's entry dot number name. I'm gonna have to do this tutorial all over again. What the heck? Now you can add entries. Your next step is to write a function that will get the calorie counts from the user's entries. Declare a calorie from inputs. Function get calorie from inputs. Get a parameter called list. I don't even understand. I don't understand what it does with these parameters. Become a supporter. When I make 100K off of coding, I'll donate 10K. Okay, I'll donate 10K. And when I make $1 million, I'll donate 100. And when I make 10 mil, I'll donate a mil. Ask me later. In your new function, declare a calories variable and assign it the value 0. Just let the declare in. Like calories equals 0. Thank you very much. Create a for off loop that loops through the list for the loop's variable name. Use const to declare a variable called item. What? I don't understand. But I think it's saying like for off I don't know what this is. I think I think it's saying to do this. I wrote something wrong. For I am so I am so dumb. I might have to read the what it says. The list parameter is going to be the result of a query selector, which will return a node list. A node list is a list of elements like an array. It contains the elements that match the query selector. You will need to loop through these elements in the list. In previous steps, you learned how to loop through an array using a for loop. You can now use a for of loop to loop through an array of a node list. A for of loop is used to iterate over elements in a iterable object like an array. The variables declared in the loop represent the current element being iterated over. Okay, for constant list of cancel the element. Interesting. So we do a for and then we open parentheses and then we do this. And in the parentheses we're gonna tell it to use the constant of item for the loser. I think we just leave it here. Create the loser list. Okay, item of list. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah, yeah. How was I not seeing that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. The first channel that's recommended is something that's called Playboy Mommy Monday. What the hell is going to? What the heck is happening to the thing? Oh my boy, you ain't even streaming no nothing. You ain't streaming no nothing. You ain't streaming no nothing. This is what we're doing. We are on Free Code Camp. We already did responsive web design. Now we're doing JavaScript algorithms. We did the first one. Now we're in the second one. Step 56. He wants me to make one of these setups, but instead of constant element, it wants me to use the constant item, and it wants me to look for it in the array of list. I do not need to console anything, log anything, I mean. Okay, so the next one is the node list values you will pass to the list will consist of input elements. So you will want to look at the value attribute of each element. Assign item.value to a constant variable. No, I don't understand this. I don't understand it. I have to do this thing like 3 more times. What's good? I am reading now. I was just enjoying my coffee and just like YOLOing streaming. How you doing? How you doing, my friend? Values you will pass to list will consist of input elements. Okay. My day is going pretty good. I was gonna play Last Epoch, but instead I opened up Java, this JavaScript tutorial. So you will want to look at the value attribute of each item value. So, okay, make it constant, call it current value. Assign item that value. This ain't, it's right. Cool. Remember that you wrote a function earlier to clear the user's input. You will need to use that function here. I don't remember. Okay. Update your current value declaration to be the result of calling clean into wait the tapapa. What? I don't understand any of this stuff. Clean input string. Oh wait. Is it like that? You should call a clean input string function inside the get zipper type of function. What? Uh, this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be constant current value equals clean input string This is not right. It's right. It's right. How is that right? I don't even know what I'm typing. You also need to confirm the input. You also need to confirm the input is valid. Input. Declare an invalid input match. What is this saying? Ah, my back hurts. I twisted my back. Um. All right. So it says you also need to confirm the input is valid. Okay, how? Declare a valid input match variable. Wait, so in a loop, you can just start declaring stuff as you go and assign it the result as, as the whole is invalid input function with curve val as the argument. You know, as much as this thing is trying to teach me object oriented programming, I am not understanding. But I'm getting the I'm doing it. According to this, I'm doing it, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's see. Remember that your is invalid input function returns string match. Okay, I had forgotten, which is an array of matches or null if no matches are found. What? In JavaScript, values can either be truthy or falsy. A value is truthy if it evaluates to true when converted to a boolean. A value is falsy if it evaluates to false when converted to a boolean. Null is an example of a falsy value. You need to check if invalid is truthy. Okay. You can do this by passing the variable directly to your if condition without a comparison operator. Here's an example of checking truthiness of hello world. If hello world, okay, if this is true, what? It just evaluates it if it's true or false. Add an if statement that papa topo. Oh my god. No way, you can just put an if statement in the middle of your loop and then so to like check if it's true, this actually opens up some type of airways in my channels. Browsers have a built-in alert function, which you can use to display a pop-up message to the user. The message to display is passed as the argument to the alert function. Okay, so I can pass the argument alert message and I can have alert message equals to the alert message. I get that. That one's easier than the rest of the stuff we've been doing. For sure. Using template literal in your if block. I already forgot how to do template literals. I think it's these. Call the alert function to tell the user invalid input followed by the first value in the invalid input array. What? If invalid input match, then we're gonna call the alert function and pass the argument invalid input. Can you just do it like this, or do you have to put like, yeah, you can do it like this. Has to be like doable like this. Invalid input, and then we gotta concatenate, and then we have to like do invalid input match. Is this serious? Just the template literal to pass the input. Ah, this is not gonna. My little brain does not understand this. Okay. Template literal. Template literal. All right. So this is when we copy this. We go to ChatGPT. We're gonna ask it a question. If invalid input matches dot length greater than 0, alert invalid input match. Papa Donko. Template literal. I think this is the template literal that we're looking for right here. Um, let's see. I knew it was with the squigglies. I knew it was with the squigglies. Um, this is not working. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Bro, if this works, I am trying. 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 Alert and what? Invalid input. Invalid input. Let's go check if the input. That's what I'm trying to do too. It should literally like this alert thing should be the whole answer, and it should pass in here like this. Oh, I see. I already see my mistake. I already see my mistake, I think. So what was the difference? The difference was this plus sign. Get rid of that plus sign. You don't need to do that. Why did I put a plus sign? I don't know. In programming, null is meant to represent the absence of a value. Well, that's useful. I've seen that like 20 times and I didn't know what the In this case, if the user enters an invalid input, you want to alert them and then return null to indicate that the function has failed. So if block, still within your if block, set is error to true and return null. Where do we return null? In the if block? This, 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 this can't be right. Like, no. Yeah, exactly. No, this is not right. Is error and you should turn. Hello? Is it error?
Hi, Duty Fruity, little looky looky down.
Hey, Duty Fruity.
Hey.
I can see you.
You see me?
Yeah.
How are you sitting? Oh, somehow I know you doing your thing, doing your thing.
We're live. We're live on the internet.
No.
No. I need to document everything. Well, if you've ever find me dead on my desk, you'll see what happened on the recording. No, for real. I'll always have what I was doing here. This is my. You feel me? It's always on this.
Yeah, yeah. But you should start up the Jeep to make sure it just runs a little bit. And
You can do that.
no.
Wait,
And
Tito.
what's with lazy part?
I don't know. Wake him up. Then turn the Jeep on.
What? What's my problem?
I didn't say that. I said
Oh.
tell him to turn the Jeep on. Okay, so in programming, null is meant to represent the absence of a value. In this case, if the user enters an invalid input, you want to alert them and return null to indicate that the function has failed.
I would like everything to get stopped and you go and respect the toilet and the sink and clean it.
I'm so glad I record. Say